Florida ground zero for the fiercest immigration crackdown in American history. In just 4 days, ICE and Florida law enforcement unleashed Operation Tidal Wave, and the streets trembled. Nearly 800 illegal aliens taken down. Murderers, gangsters, fugitives. No hiding, no mercy. This is not business as usual. This is war on lawlessness. And the message is clear. If you break our laws, we will hunt you down. Seismic sweep that rocked Florida to its core immigration and customs enforcement. I see in Miami and state law enforcement stormed into action, arresting nearly 800 illegal immigrants during the explosive first days of Operation Tidal Wave. This wasn't a routine operation. It was a full-force assault on alleged violent criminal networks. Among those arrested, a convicted Colombian killer, Mississippi 13 and 18th Street gang members, and a Russian fugitive wanted by Interpol for manslaughter. One chilling case. Jose Sanchez Reyes, a convicted Colombian murderer, was finally caught after slipping into the U.S. Operation Tidal Wave isn't just about arrests. It's a message. America's borders are closed to criminals. The era of hiding in the shadows is over. The tide has risen. And this operation is only gaining momentum. In a first-of-its-kind partnership between state and federal partners, ICE, Miami and Florida law enforcement arrested nearly 800 illegal aliens this week during the first 4 days of an island Operation Tidal Wave, a massive multi-agency immigration enforcement crackdown. Taken to her account, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, vowed to take strict actions against the illegal immigrants living in America.
Every day I get a report of individuals that we have arrested in this country and gotten out that have been perpetuating violence against our communities and endangering families. Today, sexual assault with a child, murder and robbery, bank robbery. We have an assault with a deadly weapon, an intent to kill, rape, and robbery as well. Listen, since President Trump has been in office, in just a few short weeks, we have arrested and deported over 150,000 individuals, many of them incredibly dangerous, that now our communities are much safer. I'm thankful for all of the work that President Trump has done, his focus on getting foreign terrorist organizations such as MS-13 and TDA out of this country, and I'm grateful for his leadership that dirtbags like this are no longer in the United States of America.
Meanwhile, the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, praised the tidal wave, highlighting its role in immigration enforcement and deportations. Operation Tidal Wave is an example of FFL and DHS partnering to deliver big results on immigration enforcement and deportations. Operation Tidal Wave is a major immigration enforcement action led by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, in partnership with Florida state and local law enforcement. Over a 5-day period beginning April 21, 2025. This unprepared, ended operation resulted in the arrest of nearly 800 undocumented migrants across key regions of Florida, including Miami-Dade, Broward, Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, Stewart, Tallahassee, and Fort Myers. What sets Operation Tidal Wave apart is its scale and the depth of interagency collaboration. ICE utilized its 287G authority, a program that deputized local and state officers to perform certain immigration enforcement duties. More than 230 Florida law enforcement agencies participated, making it the state with the most such partnerships in the nation. This whole-of-government approach brought together all ICE enforcement arms, Homeland Security investigations, enforcement and removal operations, and support from Customs and Border Protection. The operation specifically targeted individuals with final orders of removal or criminal records, including those wanted for serious crimes. Of the 780 arrested, 275 had final deportation orders and are expected to be removed from the country swiftly. ICE officials describe Operation Tidal Wave as the first of its kind, emphasizing its role in enhancing public safety and serving as a model for future enforcement efforts nationwide. According to Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, the message is clear: authorities will pursue, arrest, and deport criminal illegal immigrants to protect communities. President Donald Trump's aggressive immigration crackdown is making headlines nationwide as ICE and Florida law enforcement arrested nearly 800 undocumented immigrants in just 4 days during Operation Tidal Wave, according to the Latin Times and Newsweek. This sweeping operation launched with more than 230 local agencies under the 287G program, specifically targeted individuals with final deportation orders and those linked to serious crimes, including convicted murderers and gang members. Acting IC Director Todd Lyons told ABC News, "I think the main reason why this operation is significant is because it's the first of its kind. It's one that not only we've been doing what we have, but we have surged all our federal partners together, along with Homeland Security investigations and enforcement and removal operations, which are all the enforcement arms of ICE. But we're also using all our 287G partners in the state of Florida. We're using state, local, and county law enforcement agencies to assist us in our operations. So this is one of the first large-scale missions we've done like this ever. Of the 780 people arrested, 275 had final removal orders and are expected to be deported swiftly. ICE confirmed to the Miami Herald. The Economic Times and Newsweek emphasized that this crackdown is a key part of Trump's mass deportation agenda, with Customs and Border Protection support. Similar large-scale operations are expected to expand nationwide as Operation Tidal Wave sets a new precedent. The Trump administration signals that the campaign to remove undocumented immigrants, especially those with criminal records, has only just begun.